For this problem, we're multiplying a couple different variables together. It's similar to the foiling process you've done before for these kind of problems where you have a binomial times a trinomial. So we're still following the same order, just this time we have two different variables. So I'm going to write this out as we go. So first thing we have here is you have x times 8x squared. So I'm going to simplify this down in the next step. Then I have x. So I have this will be a minus because there's a minus in that second term. I have x times 5xy I'm doing. And then I have a plus x times 7y squared. Now I'm going to do the inner terms. So that's going to be the y times 8x squared. And then I have a minus y times, actually, let me do it this way. I'll put so before when I did the minus, I put the minus out front just to kind of show you what we did when we did the x times the negative 5xy. I just threw the minus out front. I'll do the same thing here. I'm just going to put a minus, and I just have the y times 5xy like that. And then I'm going to do the y times 7y squared. So the next step, I'm going to combine this together. So I have an 8, and this will be x cubed. Now for this, the order doesn't matter in which you multiply. So I'm going to multiply the x and then just tag on everything else. So when I do that, when I rearrange the order, I would really have minus 5 times x times y. So I can write this as a minus 5x squared y, just like that. This next one, typically you want to put this in order, alphabetical order. So we're going to do x and y there. And then we're going to do plus 8x squared y. Now this other one, again, you can multiply in any order. So I'm going to multiply the y times the y there. So I get negative 5xy squared. Then I have plus 7y cubed. Now that I have this complete, I want to look for like terms that I have here. Okay, now like terms means that it has to have the same variables and the same powers on it. So if I do that, I've got this one here, negative 5x squared y. I'm looking for another x squared y, and I have that right here. I also have this one, and this one would be like terms because they both have an x and a y squared. So 8x cubed, nothing else combines with that. I have a negative 5 and an 8. So that's going to be a plus 3x squared y. Then I have these two, 7xy squared minus 5. 7 minus 5 is a 2. So I have 2xy squared, and I have plus 7y cubed. That would be the answer. Now this one has got 3 terms times 3 terms. So we're going to end up with 9 terms total here. What you do is you take the first term times everything inside the parentheses, the second term times everything inside there, and the minus 7 times everything here. Let me write out what it is that we're actually doing. This might make more sense if I write it out this way for you. So I'm doing this first, and I'm doing 8x times 2x squared plus 4x minus 3. And then I'm doing minus 7 times everything, 2x squared plus 4x minus 3. So you can think of it as doing that. We're just taking each thing inside here and multiplying them individually by what's inside the parentheses. Let's write all this out separately, then we'll add it all together and do the like terms. X squared times all this, I'm going to get 2x to the 4th when I multiply these, because x squared and x squared, you add the exponents, you get a 4th power. Now we're going to do x squared times 4x. That's going to be plus 4x cubed. Again, we're adding the exponents there. And then you're going to take x squared times negative 3x squared. Now we're going to do this next one. We're going to do 8x times everything inside. So we're going to do 16x cubed. And then 8x times this is going to be plus 32x squared. And then this times this is going to be negative 24, 24x. Just like that. And then we're going to do the last one down here. Negative 7 times 2x squared is negative 14x squared. Negative 7 times the 4x is minus 28x. Negative 7, negative 3 is plus 21. And so now that's all our terms. Now we need to add all this together. Okay, so we're going to add all this together and then look for like terms. Now the highest one that I have here is a fourth power, so I'll start by putting that one out front, 2x to the fourth. Now for this, I've got two cubes here, this and this. So if I add those together, I get a 20x cubed, and that's it. Now for the square, I have three of them. I have this one, and I have that one. So I'm going to combine this together. I have 32. So really what I have here is I have 32 minus 17 is technically what I have there. So if I do 32 minus 17, that's going to give me 15x squared. 15x squared. Now for the last number, I only have one of, or for the x's, I'm sorry, we're on the x's now. So I have this one. So let me do this one and this one. Negative 28 and negative 24 is going to be negative 52x, and then I have plus 21 on the end. So that right there would be your answer. Again, you're doing this in order from highest to lowest power, and so that's exactly what we have right here.